game plan. Pretty cool transition, huh? Haley's awake now.
Oh, I thought we were doing our poses.
You should do a pose. I'll do a pose. The game plan. Haley, what are your thoughts on Texas? What are your thoughts on the Nut House?
Honestly, the Nut House was pretty cozy last night, I won't lie.
So we are allowed to leave in like 2.5 minutes, so we're gonna make this quick. When planning the route of where to go next, you can really go in any direction from Texas. I decided to take us west to New Mexico. That's the route. That's the plan.
The game plan.
We're standing on a sloped road. Conventional wisdom would say, Ryan and Haley, keep going, go to California. Well, guess what? I ain't conventionally wise. This ain't the gold rush. We're not going to California yet. Instead, we're actually going to be driving up to this little tiny nook that I like to call Las Vegas. That's right, we're going to Nevada. This is where my route plan starts to get risky. If you want to go to all 50 states in 50 days, you can't play it safe. You got to take risks. I'm thinking long term. I'm also thinking of ways to have fun because we're going to Las Vegas after all. That's why I packed silly hats. I used precious cargo space to pack my favorite silly hats because we're going to Las Vegas and I want to have a good time and I like wearing silly hats. Whatever, it's a collection I like to enjoy. So why are you making a big deal about it? It's a normal thing to collect. The game plan. It's about that time of the road trip where it's state number 5, and we're really going to start committing to one route. As you guys know, I strategically planned a route meticulously over the past 8 months. Haley has no idea what it is, she has no idea what the Airbnbs we're going to are, and that's by design, because I think she'd be really stressed if she knew what we were trying to do. With that being said, the next state is going to be Utah. As I was doing my research, I really think this next Airbnb on paper is probably the coolest. So I'm so excited. Now there's good news and bad news. The good news is this next road trip is only 3 hours, our shortest road trip yet. The bad news is we cross time zones and lose an hour, which makes it effectively 4.
Oh no!
Additionally, it is June 14th, Joyride Day, so I need to go to Target on the way there and celebrate. So far I've run in every state and I've gotten Joyride in every state, and I don't plan on stopping now. Also, the map I was drawing on got wet and it's kind of all messed up now, so I'm gonna show the route using digital graphics. There it is. We are currently in Utah. From here, we could go a few different directions. However, I have decided to take us to the great state of Colorado. Not only is Colorado considered one of the prettiest states in America, but it also has some very cool Airbnbs. It was very difficult to pick one because there's so many to choose from. I'm so excited for you to see it. But what's the catch? The catch is, by going to Colorado from Utah, we're committing to a route that has some very, very long road trips ahead of us. Which means if the Wheel of Doom goes off at any point in the next few days, I can't even say it. That's the crazy part about it. I can't even say what I was going to say.
What, that we're gonna fail?
Don't say that. Haley's got a point, though. If the Wheel of Doom goes off, we could be in some serious trouble because these are the longest road trips of the series. Today, we have a 7-hour road trip that does not include stops, that does not include coffee, that does not include snacks. And we all know those are essential. So we better get going. What do you say?
Let's go.
Let's do this. Game plan. That'd be pretty cool if I was posing like that and the music starts. First of all, I'm not even doing my morning routine. That's how you know this is serious. Secondly, Haley and I made a strict plan yesterday before going to bed, which included 2 rules. Rule number 1, all food, coffee, gas, and restrooms must be the same stop. Probably sounds pretty easy now that I say it out loud, but we love to stop places. And rule number 2, no number 2. That was Haley's idea. I don't really know how that's even gonna work. And lastly, this isn't a rule, but if I haven't stressed this enough, I need that Wheel of Doom to not go off. Or ironically, we're doomed. Alright, I'm gonna go wake up Haley. Wanted her to sleep as long as possible, and then we'll hit the road, so here goes nothing.
The game plan.
We have 6 hours until we can check into our next Airbnb. The Airbnb is 47 minutes away. I think we should go on a breakfast date. After that, we still have plenty of time before check-in, and my thought is that Haley and I brainstorm ways to overcome each penalty in the Wheel of Doom should it be activated.
I like that idea.
You were really good at brainstorming rules for our road trip yesterday, so I thought we'd give you another shot.
Yeah, thank you. Got us here.
Days like this are few and far between during this challenge where we don't have to drive too far. We get to enjoy time together, so we're gonna soak it up. Because at any moment, our entire world could be flipped upside down by this box. It's more of a wheel. Well, it's a box. It's a wheel in a box. It's a box with a handle with a wheel, with lights and magnetic panels. You ready to go on a date?
Yes, please. Oh.
The game plan. Haley, the next state that we're going to is Missouri. This next Airbnb is honestly unbelievable. I am so excited. It's so fun. However, we have a 4.5-hour drive to get to Missouri from here, and it's not going to be easy. I have a brewing suspicion from people reaching out to me that there could be a $50,000 donation and a Wheel of Doom activation at any point. With that being said, we need to hit the road as soon as possible to make sure that we're not affected. At least not affected that bad.
Can we get McDonald's?
Yeah. You heard the woman. This road trip just got a little more complicated. We need to stop at McDonald's and get some coffee and breakfast. All right, you ready? All right.
The game plan.
Haley, the next state that we're going to is Oklahoma.
Oh, I thought it was Arkansas.
I picked an Airbnb that I think Haley and I are going to love. I think we're going to be obsessed with it. It's a treehouse Airbnb.
That's actually so cool. I'm scared of heights, though.
Now, the drive to the next Airbnb is 5 hours. Ha! That's easy. That's nothing to us now. However, for the entirety of this challenge, we've driven through really, really big states. You can tell because the back of the Wheel of Doom is starting to look pretty filled in, but it's only day 10. And something that is essential to completing this challenge is maintaining our beloved minivan. And guess what happened yesterday? The oil change light came on. I know. So we must get that taken care of. Let's freaking go! Let's go to Oklahoma!
The game plan.
Haley doesn't actually know what state we're going to next or what the next Airbnb is because I booked it all and it's all surprise for her. So the game plan is where she finds out what's next. The next state that we're going to is Arkansas. And we are staying in an underground nuclear missile silo.
Awesome, my dream.
The missile silo in New Mexico is the #2 coolest Airbnb in America, so you liked the last one.
I came around to it.
I think this one's gonna be really cool. The drive is on the shorter side. It's about 4 hours or so. But today we most definitely need to get an oil change for the minivan because if we want to get to all 50 states safely, we need to take good care of it. The last thing we need is car troubles when we're trying to deal with the Wheel of Doom. You haven't gone off in a while, buddy. You all good in there?
Brian Mayhem.
You coward.
I feel like the van will have a name at some point.
You have any ideas?
No, we can brainstorm.
Something the Kia. Courtney the Kia.
I kind of like it.
Courtney with a K?
Yeah.
She's a Kardashian. The Wheel of Doom's been quiet. Too quiet. I just know it's going to go off one of these days and we're just going to be like, oh my gosh, that still happens.
I don't want to think about that right now.
Well, let's go to Arkansas. The game plan. Oh.
I'm ready.
It's all right.
It's okay, I want to say it.
Okay. The game plan. It's day 12. Haley, how are you holding up?
Good, and I love coffee. I can't wait.
That seems to be a common theme with her. We're gonna have to get coffee if we want this road trip to be successful. I also love coffee, so I'm kind of good news. Today is not your average road trip. It's gonna be at least 6.5 hours of driving with no stops, which means for us, that's at least 8. Additionally, Haley, you don't know this about me, but my last name Trahan is actually Cajun.
Oh.
There are a lot of Trahans in Louisiana.
Wow.
I really want to meet one.
We already know one.
Who?
You and your brother and your dad.
Well, yeah, but that's me. I really want to meet another Trahan so bad. I'm going to try to find one in Louisiana. So needless to say, this is a big deal for me, Haley. I'm very excited to be going. Also, we need to try Cajun food.
I love Cajun food.
Well, I guess there's no time to waste. So long, Bunka. The game plan. You're so far away this time.
Sorry.
You ready to find out what state is next?
Yeah.
The route that I've mapped out over the last several months might start to become pretty clear after I reveal this next state. The next state that we're going to is Mississippi.
Ooh.
You know how to spell Mississippi?
Mississippi.
Pretty impressive. The good news is this next road trip is only an hour and 15 minutes. It's one of the shortest drives in all of this challenge. The bad news is this Wheel of Doom could go off at any second, as we saw yesterday. Darn you, Mark Rober. I'm just kidding. I'll appreciate it more after this challenge is over, if we accomplish it. So, however, before we leave the state of Louisiana, I desperately want to try beignets, so we're going to go to a place called Café du Monde. Apparently it's famous here in Louisiana. In addition to that, we need to make another stop, and that is to a laundromat. I feel like a lot of my clothes are dirty. Are your clothes dirty? Yeah. With all that being said, we are going to be going to our first beach. Yeah. It's not like a beach house, but it is close to the beach. Let's go get some beignets. Game plan. I'll be the first to admit it. The last couple states have been easy. And after a bunch of long drives, it's kind of nice. Haley, the next state that we're going to is Alabama.
Oh. Couldn't think of that one.
Have you been to Alabama?
I've been to Alabama once, and I saw a baby shark in the water.
And I'll give you more information later, but the next Airbnb that we're going to is quite literally a castle. If you're like me, you're like, there's a castle in Alabama? It's very fun. It's very cool. I'm excited.
My fantasy book dreams.
This isn't one of our longer drives, which is actually really nice because we had a lot of states in a row that were very long. We kind of need to recover to prepare for the rest of this 50-state series. We're going to a cute little town called Fairhope, Alabama, and in this town is actually a bookshop that someone recommended to me and said was really cute and cool. Haley loves to read. She loves bookstores. She tries to go to bookstores wherever we go. I think it's about time we make a stop.
Yes, please. You can't go on a 50-day road trip and not stop at a little local bookstore.
Let's go to state number 14.
Game plan.
Yeah. Haley, I've always told myself that if we get to this state, we are entering a new chapter. Phase 1 is complete. Phase 2 is what we're entering. That's how I feel. That's how I feel.
Yes, because I'm assuming this means we're getting closer to New England.
That we are. Haley, the next state that we are going to is Florida. After I left school and decided to pursue my YouTube channel, I moved to Florida for some reason. I feel like it was just a good change of scenery to get out of Texas for a little bit, and that's where I fell in love with Haley.
Yes, we did.
In Tampa, Florida. We're not going to Tampa.
That's all right.
We are, however, going to St. Augustine, and we are staying in our first container category. It's a really cool Airbnb. I'll show Haley more on the road trip. The bad news is it's a 6.5-hour drive to our Airbnb, one of our longer drives in a while. The good news is it's our last time zone change, so for the rest of the entire series, we'll only be heading west. Let's go to Florida. The game plan.
Almost got it that time.
Haley, as you know, we are locked out of our next Airbnb. We talked about our route yesterday when I showed you the map. We're going to Wilmington. It's not that far of a drive. The Airbnb that we would be staying in is a new category. You've actually guessed it before. Boat. We can tour it, we can still enjoy it, but we cannot sleep in the boat. Unfortunately, no pirate life for us tonight. Arg. Arg indeed. With that being said, we can still accomplish rule number 1, which is that we must stay overnight in all 50 states in 50 days. We just have to find another sleeping situation tonight. You ready to go to North Carolina?
Let's do it. The game plan. Oh, look who's late now. Oh, look who's late now.
You got me. Haley, a couple days ago, I told you that whenever we got to Florida, I felt like we were entering phase 2 of this adventure. You might have thought it was because the drives might start getting shorter. That's definitely not the case because the drive today is 8 hours long. We've had some pretty long drives in this challenge, and this one is no exception. So that's the bad news. But the good news is abundant. We don't have any Wheel of Doom penalties to deal with yet. I really hope we don't have one to deal with today because that would be so bad. And also, we are going to Georgia. We're finally going to Georgia. Looks like we avoided it, but we are not. We're actually going. We are staying in a tower.
What?
I actually don't fully understand how it works, but it looks cool. It looks really cool. Like, this is a contender for top cool ranking house.
I conquered fear of heights crossing the bridge. But a tower seems even taller.
But on the bright side, I get my peaches out in Georgia.
Ooh, yeah.
I get my peaches out in Georgia.
That's beautiful.
Thank you. So yes, we have an early morning. We woke up early. We slept in a tent. All of that doesn't matter in comparison to what the heck is about to freaking happen. What I'm trying to say is we need to get fueled up for the day. We need to get breakfast. We need to make griddle. That actually sounds really good. We're going to go to McDonald's and start this awesome long road trip to Georgia. Let's actually go. Let's actually go. Game plan. Before we can even talk about getting to another state, we need to get back to our minivan. We have to take this Jeep about a mile from here, through a river, and get back to our Kia. Courtney, don't worry, we're coming. And Haley, the next state that we're going to, any guesses?
Tennessee.
No. I'm just kidding. No, it is Tennessee. The next state that we're going to, Haley, is Tennessee.
No way.
We are staying in such a pretty part of Tennessee. Have you ever heard of Pigeon Forge?
No.
Really?
No, I haven't.
Oh. Remember when I went to Dollywood?
Yeah.
It's that area.
Oh, okay.
It's so pretty. We're staying in a really cool Airbnb. I don't even really know how to describe it. Just know it's awesome. And they have a washer and dryer. Haley and I are stinky. We haven't washed our clothes since Mississippi. That was 6 states ago. This is my last clean outfit.
I won't be commenting on the state of my clothes.
With all that being said, it is only a little bit over 3 hours to the next Airbnb, but we're leaving early because I want to spend time in the town, Pigeon Forge. It looks so cool. Maybe we can get some lunch or something.
Yeah.
Haley, you ready to ford a river?
Yeah.
Game plan. We are now heading to state number 20 of 50. Congratulations, Haley. We made it to the double digits. Well, actually, we already had that. We're now at double digits.
Let's freaking go.
I think you're gonna absolutely lose it when I tell you the next Airbnb that we're going to.
Why would I lose it?
Because you love what I'm about to say.
Book room?
The next state that we're going to is none other than Kentucky.
Ooh, Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Might be getting KFC today just to celebrate, but the Airbnb that we're going to has 213 reviews, nearly a perfect 5-star rating. It's a guest favorite, and it is a stable suite on a farm with view of goats.
No way. I love little farm animals.
I know. Oh my gosh, I just have to show you this picture because it is goated. No, I didn't even mean to say that, but actually, that's in your Airbnb. He's looking at you.
He's right there on the outside?
Yes. There's just something about goats that's so darn cute. And for that reason, we need to get to Kentucky as soon as possible. Those goats need us. We're their guests. We can't be late to self-check-in, but we are leaving early because we're going to drive through Knoxville, Tennessee. I hear it's a pretty cool town. We'll probably get some food and some breakfast, maybe some coffee there. Let's do it. The game plan. First things first, Haley and I activated our one and only golden ticket last night at 9:25 p.m. That means we have roughly 14 hours of immunity remaining, and if that Wheel of Doom goes off before we get to our next Airbnb, we don't have to spin it. Thank God.
Thank God.
Haley, as I told you last night during our map session, we are going to West Virginia. We are staying in a cabin, but trust me, it's not your average cabin. However, there was a note on the fridge that said freshly baked muffins along with fruit are available in the gallery each morning. The muffins are designed after their horses and they all sound amazing. You gonna run in and grab some muffins?
Yeah.
Okay. The game plan. Oh, we keep doing this. Haley, 2 nights ago, we activated our golden ticket immunity. 24 hours of sheer paradise. The Wheel of Doom was activated 2 times, and it didn't hurt us not even 1 bit. We no longer have immunity. However, we are now entering what I have called, from the beginning of this route plan, Easy Week.
I like that.
It's Easy Week, but it's only Easy Week if that Wheel of Doom does not activate. There are at least 5 penalties on the Wheel of Doom that could cause us to be, I don't know, like, messed up. I'm talking reverse card. I'm talking detour. I'm talking route roulette. I'm talking the split, Haley. We are praying that we never land on the split. It's crazy how nice it felt to have immunity. It felt so good, right?
I like this.
Bruh. Dang. The next state we're going to is Virginia.
Let's go.
Yeah, it was pretty obvious. I mean, we're in West Virginia right now. Kind of have to hit Virginia if we want to continue the challenge in an appropriate way. I have a lot of good friends that are from Virginia. I like them. I think I like Virginian people. From the photos I've seen, it's beautiful. It's a good time. It's a great place to live and raise a family. But the question is the coolest Airbnb in America there? The Airbnb that we're staying in looks awesome. It has a secret room. It's an A-frame cabin, and it looks awesome. I already said awesome, but I said it in a different way at least the second time, so. It's less than 2 hours away from our current location. We can't check in until 4 p.m. What time is it, Haley?
9 a.m.
You do the math for me. It's not making sense, is it? That's because it's a big day for Haley today, and we're going to celebrate by maybe going to get some coffee and perhaps brunch. Her 2 favorite things in the world. All right, we'll get going. Let's go. I'll grab that.
Game plan.
Haley, any guesses of what state we're going to next?
Maryland.
Yeah, you're getting too good at these guesses. That's right, the next state that we're going to is a state that we've already driven through. The state of Maryland. We drove through it on our way to West Virginia, remember that? Or was that to Virginia, actually?
No, to West Virginia.
All these days are blending together, guys. The point is, I already filmed the Maryland state sign. Here's proof. That doesn't mean that we unlocked the state, because if we're just passing through, it doesn't count. Now, this is actually so cool. Haley, have you ever been to Washington, D.C.?
No.
We're passing through Washington, D.C. on our way to our Airbnb.
No freaking way.
I want to see Abe Lincoln. There might be a lot of traffic. It might be very busy. The drive to our next Airbnb is a little over 3 hours, which is actually kind of a lot for this area of America. And remember, Haley, we are no longer immune from the Wheel of Doom, which means that anyone can activate it at any time. Rule number 1 for this whole challenge is we must stay overnight in all 50 states in 50 days. If we can't get to our Airbnb by midnight, we fail. And this 50-day adventure is over prematurely. So we can't spend too much time in Washington, D.C., but this is the only time we may ever see it. I don't know. I don't know if we'd make a trip or... I don't know. Let's hit the road. It's time for the game plan.
You got me there.
Yeah. Haley, I'm very excited for this next Airbnb. Any guesses what state we're going to?
Virginia. Oh, wait. We already went there.
Someone hasn't had her coffee yet. The next state we're going to is Delaware. I've never been to Delaware. Have you ever been to Delaware?
No.
We can't wait to go to Delaware. The next Airbnb that we're going to is only about an hour and a half away. We need to soak up the short drives because before long, there's not going to be any more for the rest of the challenge. And the Airbnb that we're staying in is none other than a tiny house near the beach. I love seeing the creative ways that people design tiny homes. It's so fun. It looks cute, it has those shingles that you like, and it has a garden. Yes, today's drive is not that bad, but tomorrow's is much longer, and it seems like, unfortunately, our $2 million donation goal is going to land on today, which means the Wheel of Doom gets activated tonight, and our fate is in their hands. I'm talking about you guys, because we did like a little vote. You guys could select what gets activated on the Wheel of Doom if we hit that milestone. So the point is, today's going to be a dramatic episode. I feel it. I know it. Let's go to Delaware. Game plan.
Game plan.
That's what it's time for. Time to tell Haley where we're going. Haley, before I tell you what state and what kind of Airbnb we're going to, there's a few things we need to do. You can call it housekeeping. First of all, how do you feel about making another cake?
Very good.
We made a cake for passing 1 million in donations. Now we need to make a cake for passing 2 million in donations.
Totally agreed.
It could even be cupcakes.
It could even be a 2-tiered cake. 1 for each million.
So at some point during this road trip, we need to stop and get cake ingredients. Second order of business, we need to go to Dunkin' Donuts. Apparently America runs on that stuff. We're in the Northeast. It's like more popular here, right?
Yeah.
All of our friends from the Northeast are like, you gotta go to Dunkin'. So that's our coffee stop today. And lastly, before I reveal the state, Haley and I talked a lot last night about how we're gonna use our golden ticket and what's gonna happen at $3 million raised. So for one, we're not gonna tell you guys what we're gonna do with our golden ticket because we don't want anyone plotting against us. But also, at $3 million raised, we are proposing what we are calling the switch. Here's how it works. Any of the penalties on the Wheel of Doom that have already been spun, except for the split and golden ticket, can now be replaced. That means no more airplane mode, no more red light, green light, no more locked out, no more route roulette. Those and any other penalties that we spend will be replaced by penalties that you guys create. Be sure to comment down below any penalty ideas. You can do the same thing on my Instagram. So a lot is changing very quickly, and we are only at the halfway point of this adventure. Are you ready to hear what state and Airbnb we're going to?
Yes, please.
We are staying on a private island in New Jersey.
What?
This is one of the coolest Airbnbs. I've been looking forward to this for a long time. Let's go. She got a big old question mark over her head. I'm serious. It's kind of weird game plan. Haley, this is quite possibly going to be the most important game plan of this entire 50-day adventure. The electric is 100% charged. The minivan is full of gas. My plan today is simple. I'm going to take the electric bike to the nearest town and see if anybody can progressively get me closer and closer to the Airbnb. There's a town called Warwick that isn't too far from here that is actually in New York State. So in theory, getting to the next state is not so hard. However, getting to the Airbnb is a different story. As we know, the next Airbnb doesn't have any cell service or Wi-Fi, which means getting there might be a little bit difficult with directions. It's kind of funny, but we only have like one tripod, and we're both going to be filming. So I've got like this magnetic mount you can have for the phone. Also, this is kind of wild, but here's a lav mic.
Whoa.
We've been sharing the same lav mic this whole time.
I feel unworthy of this.
You can do it. Haley, the main priority is that you get to the Airbnb safe and sound. A lot of this stuff is easier said than done. Haley, this is goodbye then. No. Yeah, I'll see you soon. Haley? I'm just kidding, she's here. We just thought that'd be a pretty cool edit. But yeah, we're actually gonna leave now. We're actually gonna split up. Game plan. Haley, any guesses of what state we're going to next?
Vermont.
Wrong, finally. She keeps guessing it right. The next state that we're going to is the first state in New England that we're going to. Connecticut.
Yay!
We are staying in what the host is calling the River Loft. It's a cottage on a river, it has a sauna, and it looks amazing. The drive to our destination is a little bit over 2 hours, which means there's not too many penalties on the Wheel of Doom that can activate that would cause too much of a ruckus, but there are some. But I'm feeling risky, and I want to stop in a town called Poughkeepsie, New York. I mean, how many times are we going to get to stop in a town called that? Never. I mean, other than now. So hopefully we have a fun day in store. Are you ready?
Yes.
Let's go. Game plan. It's time for that.
Game plan. Time for that. Game plan.
As you guys know, we have now happened upon New England. It is composed of 6 states. They're all pretty small, so it won't feel like we're making that much progress, but we are. Haley, any guesses of what state we're going to next?
I always want to say Delaware now.
We already went there.
Where's Pennsylvania?
That's actually a pretty good guess, but it's not New England.
Oh. I don't know.
Our next state is none other than the smallest state in America, Rhode Island.
Rhode Island! Oh my gosh, wait, I'm so excited.
It's about a 2-hour drive, which is not much, but we are going to stop in New Haven, Connecticut, and get some really good pizza. In terms of the next Airbnb, I have good news and bad news. What do you want first?
Bad.
The bad news is, it is literally considered the scariest house in America.
What do you mean?
I'm serious.
What do you mean?
HGTV considers it the scariest house in America.
Based on what? Ghosts?
I don't know.
Good thing I'm brave.
Well, you didn't let me finish. The good news is it has been renovated. So it's kind of like, it's scary, but with a hot tub. It still looks pretty scoopy though. I meant to say spooky, man. Now, yesterday we had the biggest donation day yet, and we are getting eerily close to $3 million raised, which activates the switch. Basically, any of the panels on the Wheel of Doom that we have already spun can now be switched out for your idea. We have gotten thousands of comments on my Instagram of new Wheel of Doom ideas, and we're going to be having a vote of what actually happens on our St. Jude fundraising page. You can go vote right now, so be sure to vote. And lastly, it has been 9 days since I washed my clothes. If you guys are doing the math, I'm stinky. I have not done laundry since Tennessee. We have been to some wild places since then. We hung out with goats.
I'm on my last clean outfit, but I ran out of long socks, and I'm feeling vulnerable with these low socks.
Ooh, I'm fine. I'm okay with this. The scariest house in America does have a washer, but it does not have a dryer. Now that's scary. I just kidding. We'll probably hang dry everything, but hopefully the washer is actually there and it's not some sort of weird prank. All right, Haley, I am very excited for today. You ready? The game plan. Haley, today's a good day. Today's a really good day. Any guesses what the next state is going to be?
Virginia.
You can't keep guessing Virginia.
It just feels right.
That was a week ago.
Okay, fine. North Carolina.
Haley, we've already been there.
New York.
Haley's trolling me this morning. Ah, that's cute. The next Airbnb that we're going to is about 2 hours away. Sounds about right for New England. However, I want to stop in Providence, Rhode Island for a little something I like to call fun. It's the capital of Rhode Island. I feel like at some point in school I had to memorize a bunch of capitals, and I was like, what's Providence, Rhode Island like? So I figured we could drive through it or something. The good news is it's actually on the way, so it shouldn't take too long to get to Massachusetts. I'm really excited for today because we might be surprising Haley with a little something I like to call a surprise.
What?
Let's just say we're meeting up with a YouTuber.
Oh, great. What's next? Kale?
No, it's not Dr. Mike.
Mr. Beast!
No, it's not Mr. Beast. In addition to that surprise, Haley, we're also going to be knocking off one more thing from our New England bucket list. Any guesses?
Peanut butter and fluff sandwich.
We might be able to do the peanut butter and fluff sandwich. We are going to see a lighthouse today because we're staying in one.
No! How do you even do that?
I don't even know. It was on Airbnb. Our Airbnb today is literally a lighthouse. I am so excited. This one looks so cool. Let's go. Game plan. Cool transition, I think. Haley, there's a few things we need to do to celebrate $3 million raised for St. Jude. First of all, at each $1 million milestone, we've had a cake. The first one we baked, the second one we got from the grocery store, and that nice lady put icing on it for us. So we'll have to do some sort of celebration for $3 million. It's just tradition at this point. I can't believe we're doing a third one. Additionally, since we hit $3 million, that means we must activate the switch. We're switching out the penalties that have already been activated on the Wheel of Doom for the ones that they voted for. The voting results will be coming in soon, but we need to start preparing to switch them out. I think we'll do like an arts and crafts thing where we'll just get like some construction paper, draw some symbols and stuff. All right, well, Haley, are there any guesses of what state we're going to next?
What's the other one? Maine.
That's right.
Oh, let's go.
Good job. There's only 3 items remaining on our New England bucket list, and one of them apparently is Maine-centric. We need to probably do it in Maine, and that is eat a lobster roll. We've heard really good things about Portland, Maine, so we're going to stop there and get a lobster roll. Our next Airbnb is about 3 hours away, which is kind of a long drive for New England, but we are staying in a really, really cool treehouse. It looks like a fox.
What?
It's a fox treehouse. I don't know if there's actually foxes around or if they just like foxes and they built it to look like one. I think it looks awesome. I can't wait.
I would have never guessed treehouse from Maine.
I know. I think it's going to be really pretty woods.
You love treehouses.
I do love tree houses. I think they're so fun. So that's that. I think it's pretty marvelous that we haven't filled up our gas tank since New Jersey, and we still have plenty of miles to get to Maine. Unless we happen to see a moose on the way, I have a feeling we're going to have to knock out the rest of our New England bucket list in the remaining states. New England's been fun so far, but don't forget that this guy has not gone off once here. So if he starts acting up, we've got some trouble on our hands. The game plan. Haley, what do you think of New England so far?
I love it.
That's good because we're staying in New England today. The next state that we're going to is, you have 2 guesses.
New Hampshire?
Yes. Yeah, we're going to New Hampshire.
Oh, let's go.
We have a 2.5-hour drive to our next Airbnb, and our next Airbnb is a Little Red Caboose. That's actually the listing title.
Little Red Caboose?
Lil
Red Caboose.
It's like a little red train.
Oh, that's so cute.
It actually looks awesome. I am so excited.
We gotta find a moose.
That's right. Our 2 outstanding items on our New England bucket list are see a moose and get a maple syrup latte. We'll see if we're able to knock either of those out today. That would be ideal. How do you feel about the Wheel of Doom penalties switching yesterday?
Not so good.
Which one are you most scared of?
Capitalize.
You think that could make us fail?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, if we do spin that one, hopefully it happens in New England where the states are really small and not whenever we go to the big states again. Before we started this New England expedition, we were literally calling it Easy Week, and that's because all the drives are less than 4 hours. But we only have one more drive after this that's fairly easy, and then we enter the Gauntlet. We have a string of drives coming up that I've kind of been thinking of calling it the Gauntlet. I just like giving things titles because it makes them feel more real. What I'm trying to say is we should really soak up the road trip today because it's not going to be like this much longer. You ready? There's a bug on me. Let's do this.
Let's do it.
Game plan. Haley, as you can probably guess, we are going to our final state in New England.
Vermont.
Yes. Our New England bucket list has gone extremely well, honestly better than I expected, but this is our final chance to see a moose in New England. I think they're kind of common in Vermont. I don't know. The Airbnb we're staying in today was actually the most wish-listed Airbnb in 2023. We're staying in a tiny house in Vermont, but it's not just any tiny house. It looks awesome and modern, and it is actually a glass house.
No way.
Talk about living in a glass house. I mean, I think it's an expression, but we literally are today. There's a hot tub, there's a fire pit. I want to make s'mores tonight.
Well, yes, please.
Mr. Beast, send me some Feastables. The reviews are amazing. Everyone is raving about the Airbnb. Also, we'll have to find somewhere in Vermont to try to do a joyride run. It's only a 2-hour drive, so we'll have time to explore. Let's do this. Game plan. Haley already knows that today we are heading to Pennsylvania. We did a map segment yesterday, and I told her everything she needs to know for this drive. What I didn't tell you is Pennsylvania was always the state that gave me problems when I was choosing the route. We either go towards the Midwest and bounce out to New England, or skip Pennsylvania completely and awkwardly drive back through it. I opted for the latter. This next drive is 7.5 hours, and you know us, that means at least 8.5 with our stops. I think we really need to do only drive-thrus and gas stations today, though, to get to Pennsylvania.
I agree.
The Airbnb that we're staying in is very cool. It is yet another dome. It's a round dome. It's white. There's not a single right angle in the entire structure. It looks really cool. I'm excited. At nighttime, it glows or lights up. I don't really know. This is our first long drive in a while, and we need to be cautious of the Wheel of Doom. We have a golden ticket, but we're opting not to use it today. There are 7 brand new penalties that you guys voted for on the Wheel of Doom, and if someone activates it, we could be in big trouble. Let's do this. Let's get on the road.
The game plan. Pennsylvania has been great, but today we have another 6.5 hour drive because we're going to... I actually don't know where we're going. Where are we going?
Ohio.
Ohio! Whoa! Yeah, right? And you know what happens on a 6.5 hour drive? Only drive-thrus with bathroom breaks, minimal stops. And other than that, there's only one thing I know, and it's that we're eating at Bob Evans' restaurant tonight. Why Bob Evans, you ask? Why so specific for Ohio? Well, yesterday they donated $56,000, forcing me and that person to spin the Wheel of Doom. And what better way to say a thank you than eating a good old Bob Evans restaurant meal? Well, I need my coffee, so what do you say we hit the road?
Yes. Yes. Game plan. Pretty cool. Haley, I hope you're feeling fired up this morning because I got some breaking news. We're going to a new state. It's kind of funny because we do that every day, so it's not really news, but it's pretty crazy. This is the 35th day in a row we've gone to a new state consecutively. Just over 2 weeks remaining in this adventure. I know. Any guesses of the next state we're going to?
Iowa.
I don't even really know. Let's see. Is that one?
I guess we're going to Michigan.
Haley, good guess. We're going to Michigan.
No way.
Yeah.
I love Michigan.
Why?
I love the concept of Michigan.
The concept of Michigan is sick. How'd they get all those lakes? Where'd those come from? And the next Airbnb that we're staying in, Haley, I can't believe we're doing this again. Guess what we're doing one more time?
Silo, treehouse, boat.
Staying in a Frank Lloyd Wright house.
The ground just tumbled beneath me a little bit.
The Hocking Hills.
Way. I'm so excited.
The Arizona Frank Lloyd Wright house is so high on our ranking. It was magical. Haley and I love mid-century design. Frank Lloyd Wright's the goat of that. Can't believe we get to stay in another one. It looks so gorgeous. And like you said, Michigan is just so pretty. So I feel so lucky that we're going. Sorry, I had to get back into character. It is a 5-hour drive, Haley. This is not going to be a cakewalk. Speaking of cake, we need to make a cake probably for celebrating $4 million raised for St. Jude.
Wow.
Yeah, I think we're going to break $4 million today. Just can't believe it, guys. Thank you so much. I just hope we don't break it via a Wheel of Doom activation. I'm actually sick of this thing. You ready?
Yes.
Let's go!
Let's freaking go.
Game plan.
Game plan.
Haley, a few game plans ago, I told you that we have a long stretch of long drives, which I am calling the Gauntlet. You may have thought that after our 7-hour, 6-hour, and 5-hour drive that we'd be in it already, but we're not. That's the bad news. The gauntlet has not begun. But the good news is, that's because we have a 1-hour drive today.
No way. Where could we possibly be going then?
We don't know geography of the Midwest very well, but that's...
I do. If we were to take a boat right now across the widest part of the Michigan Lake, it'd be 118 miles.
Okay, I guess I don't know much about the Midwest. The next state that we're going to is none other than Indiana.
Oh, I thought it was Iowa.
I don't think we're even close to Iowa.
Yeah, we are.
Bruh.
We are staying in one of the most highly rated cabins in Indiana. It's gonna be so fun. It looks so cute. I can't wait. We can't check into that cabin for another 4.5 hours, which means because of Peter Attia, we're stuck in our pajamas, having to traverse public life as we know it for that amount of time. I figure we'll go get some food, do a joyride run, hang out before we check in.
Might have to get another coffee.
You right. I'm just glad Peter Attia didn't activate decaf, let's be honest. I already have the electric put together, so I'm gonna ride that real quick and then we'll leave. The game plan. Haley, I'm very excited for this next state. We've actually been there together before.
Florida?
You're just trolling me now.
We've definitely been to Florida together.
Can you think of anywhere else we've been together?
I swear I thought Iowa was next to us. I'm at a loss.
The next state that we're going to is Illinois. We're going to Chicago.
No way.
Yes.
I love Chicago.
I know. We actually road tripped to Chicago together before from Texas. It was a really long road trip. And we went in January. It was so cold. But I feel like we have great memories in Chicago. We really liked it.
We could get Nando's.
True. We love the chicken sandwich from Nando's with pineapple on it. The next Airbnb that we're staying in is also one of the most unique thus far. We are staying in an old factory that has been turned into a home.
Whoa.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. Our drive to the next Airbnb is a little bit over 2 hours, which means we will get there early, barring any more Wheel of Doom activations. At this point, I wouldn't be surprised if it goes off again during the road trip. I really wouldn't. But if it doesn't, with our extra time, we can explore Chicago. Is there anything else you want to do?
They probably have such good coffee.
Oh, I think you're right.
We could go to Nando's.
I like that idea. As we all know, we have the Wheel of Doom penalty decaf to deal with today, so maybe we can find some other fun drinks that we would enjoy as well. Let's go. Let's get it. The game plan. That's what it's time for. Haley, I've got a question. Have you enjoyed this urban environment?
Yes.
Good, because where we're going is a little bit different. Haley and I are going to a rural Airbnb, it's true. But this is not your everyday Airbnb, Haley. I'm sure you've fallen asleep on a plane before, right? Have you ever slept in one overnight? We're sleeping in an airplane tonight.
That's crazy.
But the state that we're going to, it might even be more exciting. This state is special. I've been looking forward to going to this state from the beginning. Any guesses?
Minnesota.
Wisconsin.
What?
Culver's. Quick Trip. The pinnacle of culture as we know it.
Oh.
I think that's like the home base of Culver's and Quick Trip.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
It is about a 5-hour drive to this airplane Airbnb. That's no small feat, especially if the Wheel of Doom goes off. There's a beat. There's a beat. We've got some motivation to get going because we can drink coffee in Wisconsin. As soon as we cross that state line, decaf is no longer active.
Let's get on the road then.
All right, let's go. Game plan for the split. Haley, I gave you this information yesterday. It's a little over a 4-hour drive to the next Airbnb in Iowa. We're staying in a pyramid. It looks wild on the outside, awesome on the inside. I can't believe the first pyramid I'm going to is going to be in Iowa. That's awesome. If I can make it. Haley, you and I are both wearing pajamas for a reason, and that's because we spun jammy time last night. Electric e-bikes donated $50,000, and now we're standing in pajamas for the next 24 hours. Or so you might think. It's called the split, right, Haley? Yes. Not only do we have the split, we have 2 other Wheel of Doom penalties that we're dealing with today. No?
That is true.
Meaning that we can take the 2 Wheel of Doom penalties and split them up.
No way. Like we each do one of them.
Exactly. The question is, which one are you doing and which one am I doing? Am I going to be in pajamas all day trying to get strangers to take me to the next city? Or are you going to be in pajamas and I try to find 5 people to donate to St. Jude? That's the question we have here. Honestly, I'll let you decide.
What you're doing, asking strangers to take you somewhere, is already going to be difficult enough. I think I got to take the brunt of wearing the pajamas all day. I put some earrings in. I feel like maybe I can look like it's just a normal outfit.
Yeah, I think so. So I do Booster Club, you do Jammy Time.
Yes.
That's more like it. Holy moly, that's nice, actually. My pajamas, I feel like, are really thick. Like, I just start sweating all the time in them, so this is nice. I have my running shoes on, the electric is fully charged, but that's not where my split strategy ends, okay? Haley, I don't know if you remember this, but a year ago, I flew all the way to Singapore to meet a guy named David. He's one of our good friend's brothers, and he has a lot of family in Minnesota. I have not talked to him in a while, but he did say if you ever need anything, let me know. Well, guess what, David? I need something. I'm gonna try to call him and see if he knows anyone that could maybe take me from Duluth to Minneapolis. It's about 2 hours. It's a really big ask, but I did fly like 16 hours to deliver him his favorite cereal from America, so I feel like it could be a fair trade. If it works, I'll be about halfway to the pyramid. If it doesn't work, I have no idea what I'm gonna do, but we'll figure it out. Is it time for a split?
This part is really brutal.
Why is it so sad?
It's so sad.
Okay, come here.
No,
Come here.
no.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
So long, old friend. Haley? Oh my gosh. I just kidding. She's over here again, over here at the play set. We just thought that'd be a fun transition.
It started raining
It's
when
raining.
I left.
Oh my gosh, it literally started raining.
We gotta go.
Okay, it's raining. All right. Game plan. We'll delay the road trip just a little bit longer, okay?
Okay.
We have to know what we're doing. Haley, as you know, today is the start of the gauntlet. Today's drive is 7.5 hours, but there's something really funny about this drive. We're going back through Minneapolis, the very city I was begging people to take me out of. We are returning to this morning. Pretty good line, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Can you guess what state we're going to by chance?
Wyoming.
That's a good guess, Haley, but the next state we're going to is North Dakota. And the Airbnb we're staying in, I just have to see a reaction when I say it. Bison Ranch.
Oh, I love bison.
I don't know if there's actually bison there, but there's photos of bison. They call it Bison Ranch. There must be some sort of bison activity here, right? I know we didn't see a moose, but I feel like this would almost check off the same kind of like box.
Yeah.
You heard Haley during the cool ranking. This woman wants McGriddles and she's gonna get them. Going to McDonald's is gonna add a little bit of time to our road trip, but last night we activated the golden ticket. So if anything activates from the Wheel of Doom today, it's null. This guy has no power today. Yeah, how's it feel, huh? How's it feel to have the tables turn? You got any trash talk to say?
L.
Let's get it. Game plan. Let's do this. Haley, as you know, the gauntlet started yesterday, and I feel like we felt the weight of it a little bit, didn't we?
Yeah.
It was a really long drive. Yesterday, it was. Today's even a little bit longer. We are in North Dakota right now, and obviously today we're probably going to South Dakota, right?
Yes.
That's what you'd think. And yeah, it's actually correct.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going to South Dakota. There's a famous landmark in South Dakota called Mount Rushmore. I feel like in school we just always got taught about Mount Rushmore. Like it was one of the most hyped landmarks of all time. Like I feel like every history class in every grade somehow featured Mount Rushmore. It would be really cool to see with our own eyes, and our Airbnb is actually fairly close, so I think we could make it. It's going to add more time to an already long road trip, and Flubby's just trying to make sure the Wheel of Doom's not going off. That's our concern as well, Flubby, it is. Our road trip is also going to be kind of in the middle of nowhere this entire time, so every time we do see civilization, we should stop and get some food and snacks, but we need to be quick about it. Can we do number 2 today, or?
No.
What?
Well, it depends how fast.
I can't go that fast.
Yeah, not for you.
Only you get to go number 2?
If that happens.
Okay, Haley, well, we shouldn't delay any further. Let's go to South Dakota.
Let's go.
Game plan. Haley, it is day 3 of the gauntlet, and you're absolutely right. The Wheel of Doom has not gone off yet. If you do the math and calculate the last 6 weeks, there's been a Wheel of Doom activation every other day. Statistically, that almost means for a fact that today the Wheel of Doom is going off. It's kind of crazy, but I feel like we have enough days of data that it's actually probably accurate, which is kind of scary because we don't have a golden ticket anymore. We actually wasted it pretty bad. And today, Haley, we have yet another 7-hour drive. I know. The good news is the next state that we're going to is Wyoming. So beautiful, and the cabin that we're staying in looks very unique.
I love cabins.
I know. Another aspect of my game plan for the day is fruit. That's right, fruit. I feel like our diet's been mostly iced lattes, McGriddles, and pizza for the last 6 weeks, so I feel like I gotta eat an apple. I do. What fruit are you gonna get today?
I will get a mango or raspberries or banana. Yeah, we'll see.
And last but not least, Haley, today we are gonna make our 6 million celebration cake. We're raising $6 million for St. Jude. We have made a cake at every $1 million milestone. I did not expect to make more than one cake, if I'm being honest, but that has been such a fun part of this adventure. Wouldn't want it any other way in Wyoming. All right, Haley, there's no time to waste. Let's hit the road. Game plan. Let's go. Haley, we only have 6 states remaining for this 50-state adventure. I can't believe I'm saying that. If you look at the map, there's probably only one state that we could realistically be going to today, and that is
Montana.
That's right, Haley. Good job. We are in day 4 of the gauntlet, and today we get a little bit of relief from the 7 and 8 hour drives. But this is our only day of relief. Today we have a 3.5 hour drive to our Airbnb in Montana, and it is beautiful. Ever heard of Yellowstone National Park?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're staying in a cabin in that area. From all the Airbnb listings that I looked at, this has by far the most stunning landscapes I think I've ever seen. I can't wait. I think we're gonna see some cool wildlife. It's gonna be amazing, but that's only if we can get there. Haley said she had too much time this morning to curl her hair. That's because I decided to let us catch up on sleep this morning. You feeling any better with the extra sleep?
I am indeed.
There you go. The gauntlet is unforgiving. We have to pace ourselves if we want to finish this thing. Honestly, the 7-8 hour drives were taking a toll on me. We say 7 and 8 hours, but really it takes us like 9 or 10 because of all our stops. That sounds really bad, but if you take into account that we're also filming, it really does add a lot of time onto the road trip. So with that being said, let's get to our Montana Airbnb, hopefully unscathed from the Wheel of Doom.
Let's do it.
All right, game plan. Idaho. Let's do this. Last night I told Haley that we're going to be going to Idaho and staying in the potato Airbnb. Can you believe we're going back?
No.
It's so fun. You know what that means? We're going to have to eat French fries today, or at least some form of potato. I also told Haley that this is one of our longest drives of this entire road trip at 8.5 hours, and we do not cross into the Pacific time zone on this drive. So we don't even gain an hour from the West Coast time zone.
That's rough.
That's rough. However, we did activate our Shopify golden ticket yesterday, which means we still have immunity from the Wheel of Doom all day long. We have a little less than 14 hours of immunity remaining.
Go off as much as you want, buddy.
Yeah, we don't care. This 8.5 hour drive is not gonna drive itself though, even if we do have immunity. So let's get going.
Let's get it.
Game plan. Haley, how are you feeling on day 6 of the gauntlet?
Gauntlet-y.
What if I told you that today our drive is only 8 hours? I know. The gauntlet is brutal. It really is. Just to reiterate, this is the duration of each of our last drives. Add another 8 hour drive onto that, it starts getting pretty brutal. But the good news is, of course, we're going to a new state, and it's a very cool state, which is
Washington.
Yes, that's right. Good guess. Yes, it's an 8 hour drive. However, we cross into the Pacific time zone during this drive, which means we do gain an hour on the West Coast. This is crazy, Haley, but we are staying in a UFO. We're staying in a spaceship of sorts. I've done that before, but not this one. It's fun. There are costumes. We're going to have such a good time if we can get there. Yesterday, we had our golden ticket from Shopify active all day, so we didn't have to worry about the Wheel of Doom. Well, it didn't even go off, and now today we don't have any immunity. So we're just going to have to hope and pray that the Wheel of Doom does not go off. Also, I need to do a joyride run in Idaho. We've had such a bad streak of joyride runs. I've missed 3 of the recent states. Like, that's so bad. We are driving through Boise on our route, which is the capital of Idaho. Hey, maybe we spin capitalized.
Exactly what I was thinking.
You ready to get going?
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps we go get some coffee or maybe something.
Yes, please. The game plan.
The game plan
is even crazier. Today is a very special day. Do you know why, Ryan?
Why is that, Haley?
Today is the final day of the gauntlet. Yes, that's right. And on this final day of the gauntlet, guess how long our drive is?
It's an hour.
Yes, that's exactly what I was going to say. Our drive today is only 1 hour.
Yes.
Yes.
The gauntlet. Bye, gauntlet.
Bye. Our next Airbnb is in Oregon. Yes, look how cool it looks. I know exactly what you're looking at because I've seen it before too. When we get to that Airbnb, we need to have an 8 million celebration for donations. Are you thinking cake again?
I think cake or cupcake.
If it were possible to make an 8 million coffee, he probably would. But it'll probably be cake, let's be real. And lastly, we need to do a joyride run in Washington and Oregon because someone hasn't been very good at finding joyride lately.
Okay. It's not easy. Always.
One day it'll be easy. But before we hit the road, there's one thing I need to do. That's better. All right, ready for the last day of the gauntlet?
Oh my gosh.
Come on, let's go.
This is crazy, man. No way. We didn't even swap. You're just wearing my clothes. Game plan. Let's go. Haley, as you know, yesterday we spun decaf, which means no coffee today or in Alaska at all. It would probably seem wisest to be driving to California today, but we're actually flying to Alaska. That will all make sense soon, as I've mentioned before. We do have a connecting flight in Seattle, Washington, but after that, we're flying to Fairbanks, Alaska to stay in the coolest cabin you could possibly imagine.
I'm so excited.
It looks so cool. The pictures have Northern Lights pictures on there. I don't know if we'll see them, because I think it has to be a certain time of the year, but how cool is that?
I love cabins already, but in Alaska?
I can't believe we're going to Alaska. That's so crazy. And now with our 24 hours of immunity, thanks to Staple Games, we can just soak it up. Perhaps we'll see a moose. I don't know if moose live there. We'll do some research on the wildlife of Alaska in the airport. Now, another thing that's very important to consider is the Wheel of Doom. It's always important to consider, but I've thought a lot about how bad it would be if we try to bring a Wheel of Doom through TSA. This is what the inside of it looks like. It is literally composed of batteries, wires, and electricity. The big Doom letters on the front that light up in red, it's just not gonna work. Well, a really cool development from this series is the 3D printing community made a 3D model of the Wheel of Doom. My brother Matthew loves 3D printing. He makes videos about it on YouTube, and he saw it and he printed it out. It's actually so good. So this is the Wheel of Doom that we're actually gonna be taking with us to Alaska. Thank you, Matthew. You saved the day. You're amazing. Love you. Mwah. My buddy Preston is flying all the way to Portland to deliver this to me. Everything else we're leaving in the minivan, and we're gonna have to take care of another time. It's crazy. We're leaving a lot behind, Haley, but we must.
We must.
Let's go to the airport.
Oh my gosh, yeah, let's go.
Okay. Game plan, Alaska edition. Haley, as you found out last night, we are going to California today. Los Angeles, to be exact. We have 2 very long flights today to get there. We have a 4-hour flight to Seattle and then a 3-hour flight to LA. The tiny 3D printed Wheel of Doom replica might look tiny, but it's mighty. We still have our Staple Games golden ticket active from yesterday. We have a few hours remaining, but when that expires, my proposition is that we immediately use the T-Mobile golden ticket that we still have.
Absolutely. How do I activate that right now?
No, we can't do that.
Okay.
We shouldn't do that, really.
Right.
We'd be wasting hours of golden ticket immunity, but reason being, if we get caught with any Wheel of Doom penalties, on top of the already scary delays we experience in airports and such, the Wheel of Doom could quickly turn into the Wheel of Done.
Oh.
That was sick. I thought of that last night.
Yeah.
With that being said, we've got an Uber ride to catch to the airport from Lance. We should definitely make sure that he can arrive here and that he sees us and that he doesn't drive past our driveway. Game plan. Haley, there's no hiding it. The next state that we're going to is Hawaii. Oh my gosh. We are going to be staying in a beautiful oceanfront villa.
No way.
Yes.
That's insane.
Isn't that crazy? The photos look like actual paradise. However, our golden ticket immunity from yesterday just expired moments ago. Poof, we no longer have immunity. And the only thing that could possibly prevent us from completing this challenge to perfection is this little guy right here. Oh, what's that? What's that little guy?
Don't underestimate my abilities, boy.
Which means the only way we could complete this 50-day adventure with absolute certainty is if someone gave us a golden ticket right now. That's our buddy. We met him yesterday. He's super nice.
He's like, I gotta send it.
Yeah. He was like, I don't think I'm in this shot.